We have the John Dewey Professor in the Humanities Emeritus, editor of the Antioch Review, remarkable man. He sits on the Dayton Literary Peace Prize board, has been a literary advisor to the prize. As a writer, educator, and editor, he has helped to connect the Dayton Literacy Peace Prize to the world of writers and publishers. He has written 8 books on American utopias and has received the PEN American Center Lifetime Achievement Award in editing. He has served as a visiting fellow to a number of educational institutions across the country. He was a Fulbright Distinguished Lecturer to Korea to present the 2007 Dayton Literary Peace Prize Awards for Nonfiction. I know you are welcome to the podium, Mr. Bob Fogarty. Thank you.
The most terrifying words that an academic can utter are, "I shall be brief." This time, however, I will be. Last year, I reminded this audience that needs no reminding that Dayton is a place of great invention. Last year, this award was invented, and this year the patent has been renewed, and one hopes that there will be more renewals of the patent and that there will be great rewards that will come from this. We're here to honor writers. Too little honors go to writers these days. I'd like to just say that the award for nonfiction goes to Mark for his book, Nonviolence, 25 Lessons from the History of a Dangerous Idea. Benjamin Franklin, as he notes in his autobiography, produced a list of 13 virtues that he wished to perfect, and he kept a notebook wherein he checked his progress in attaining those virtues. Mark Kurlansky has given us a primer on what many consider to be dangerous ideas, the concepts of non-resistance and nonviolence. Kurlansky's 25 lessons don't fit as neatly into the calendar as Franklin's did, but they are an eloquent plea for us to ponder the possibility of a world without war. The idea of nonviolence is being sorely tested at this very moment in Burma, and his historical survey is not only timely, but provocative. An additional lesson can be gleaned from our honoring his work. Books are dangerous too. Mark?
Thank you very much. Thank all of you who have put together this wonderful evening. Celebrating peace, what a great thing to do. And I have to, first of all, also thank His Holiness the Dalai Lama of Tibet for working with me and supporting me in this project, and for all the great work that he does. It's a great honor, and I feel very much humbled by it. I feel humbled by it because, first of all, the ideas are so much greater than the writer. And I feel humbled by it because while I'm standing here receiving this award, the monks of Myanmar are showing the world what the courage and strength of nonviolence is all about. And I feel humbled because I know that as I'm standing here, my country is killing the men, women, and children of Iraq, and that this is being done in my name. And I try to oppose it, you try to oppose it, but it goes on. Largely because the President of the United States is a man who cannot face his mistakes, and for that, millions die. When I think of George W. Bush and Osama bin Laden, and some of these people, I'm reminded of the words of the writer Charles Bukowski, who wrote, "War is the final argument of ungrown men." There isn't very much we can do to grow these ungrown men, but we can grow, and our society, our culture can grow. We can create a different kind of world, a world in which the leadership of ungrown men is not acceptable. We can do that in many ways, many big ways and small ways. We can do that by refusing to stand and applaud when combat veterans are being misused for war propaganda instead of being listened to and understood and helped in their pain. We can do this by questioning the kind of monuments that are built in our parks and public places. But more than anything, we can do this by paying attention to how history is taught to our children. It's all there in history. The failure of violence, the failure of war, the success of nonviolence. It's there. But we don't have to repeat this tragedy over and over again. We don't have to sacrifice every generation after the next generation. We can build a world in which things are done differently. And we can have different leaders who understand that we expect them to do things differently. I think you all have these cards that some kids in Dayton wrote. And mine, from Carrie Fenstermacher, they never make it easy for you, says, "If we all lit one candle, what a bright world it would be." We are not so few. We are not so weak. And together, silly as it sounds, we can build a better world. Thank you very much. Thank you.